Hey guys, good morning, welcome to another live session of Stock Sniper Trading. My name is Dave, guys, my partner is Ron. Let's get down to business here, guys.
In on US30, sell, okay? I'm jumping in. Guys, that's a 100 pip drop. Yes, we caught it. Hey, guys, 200 pips, please, secure.
As a trader, we all look for tight or low spreads, which helps us to get in and out of the market. Using the right broker can help us try different strategies. With multiple options of brokers on the web, here at Stock Sniper Trading, we have a recommended broker, that is, HankoTrade. With spreads as low as 0 pips, and leverage up to 500x, HankoTrade is just one click away. With multiple account types to choose from, you also have a minimum deposit of $10. Using HankoTrade's affiliate program, refer a friend and earn up to a 40% commission on trading volume. Built by traders, for traders. HankoTrade.
Recording in progress.
Hey guys, welcome to Stock Sniper Trading. My name is Ron, my partner is Dave. Welcome guys. It's just after 9 p.m. It is December 20, Wednesday. Welcome. And for some of you guys, it's Thursday morning. Happy Thursday to you guys as well. So guys, what we're going to do is we're going to get into the Tokyo session. We're going to go for the next 2 hours. We're going to dissect today's news. There was a big drop in the markets today, this afternoon. Hopefully some of you guys caught some of those red pips coming down and did really well with that. The markets were due for a little bit of a pullback, hitting all-time highs, and we got a little taste of it today. But we'll see how we trade into Thursday and Friday. And heads up, guys, you guys are aware, Monday is Christmas Day, and all of the banks, global banks, will be closed on Monday, and SST will be closed for business too on Monday as well for Christmas. So what we're going to do tonight is we're going to take a look at Dow Jones, US30. We did NASDAQ yesterday. We'll look at Dow today. And USDJPY has been really, really good for Tokyo this week. So we're going to continue with USDJPY. And I let you guys decide if you guys want to do gold or oil for our third security of the night. Okay? And you guys decide on that. I will get started with US30 and USDJPY. And then you guys decide between gold or oil, whatever you guys want analyzed. Okay? And hopefully everyone had a good day trading, hit daily goals, walked out of these markets. Maybe you guys have had a good week, good month, good maybe end of the year. So don't do anything foolish, don't do anything silly in the next couple days, because the volume could be pretty volatile going into tomorrow and Friday, and then we have the weekend, and then Monday all banks will be closed, and then we'll resume trading next week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And then we'll take Monday, New Year's Day off as well, as all banks will be closed. Okay. So thanks for joining, everybody. I appreciate all of you guys on Zoom. Welcome, guys. Carlos, thank you for joining. Victor, thank you. Luke Carey, welcome. Giuseppe, welcome. Juanito, thanks for joining, bro. Yeah, Carlos, you're getting me hooked on UJ. Forex Borix, welcome. Brandon, welcome. Thank you for joining as well. We appreciate you. And guys, everybody on YouTube, we appreciate you guys too. J Money, thank you for joining. You're the first one in the house. I appreciate you, man. Thank you. And Vic, welcome. Leo, thank you guys for joining. Can I get you funded for Christmas? Who knows, Leo? Maybe Santa's going to be good to you. Maybe you'll get one. Santa knows when you're naughty and you're nice, and maybe Santa will give you a funded account. Ask for it. Put it on your Christmas list. You never know. Maybe you'll get one. So welcome, guys. Thanks for joining. Welcome, Craig. Okay, guys. So let's get into the news. Look at. We were just talking about USDJPY right before we started this call, and there was that big bullish candle that came right up and continued push up, but it is still pushing down, guys. So you can see if you're buying those green candles coming up, the overall trend right now in the 5 minutes of USDJPY is very bearish, and then you got this big red bar starting right now at 9 o'clock, and it's continuing to push down. Okay, so and guys, this platform over here on the right. This is called Bookmap. This is a live liquidity platform. This is where we can see all of the pending offers and bids in the market. Above us are the offers, below us in the green are the bids. This is on US30 right now. YM is the futures ticker, and this white line where the volume is kind of concentrated right in the current moment is called VWAP, volume weighted average price line, and we have our volume profile bars below us here. And this is also known as a heat map. We can see where there is lots of liquidity, a lot of pending orders in the market. So you can see up here there's a big, like, it's an orangey red color up here, and it's showing a lot of heat. So in this area, 37,530, 527, there's a lot of pending orders in the market sitting up there. So we're not anywhere near there right now, but we watch to see if the volume will maybe come up there and start to pull some of those offers out of the market. Okay, so thanks guys for joining again. Appreciate you guys. Let's get into it. How was everyone's day today? How was everybody doing? First things first, I like to ask you guys how your day is going. You know, it's some of you guys will have a good day, some of you guys are having a bad day, some of you guys are here to learn. You know, that's trading, guys. That's we have to understand that's what trading is. Everybody cannot have always a good day every single day. There's going to be some traders in the group who had a bad day today. You know, it's normal, guys. But if you had a bad day, you got to learn. You got to learn from why you lost today, what is going on. So that there's always going to be room for improvement, guys. If you're not trying to improve yourself as a trader and you're not fixing your bad habits, then you're probably going to continue to struggle as a trader, and you're probably going to continue to do the same mistakes over and over and over. I've been there, everybody has been there. So, but you got to put your foot down at some time and say, I gotta fix my mistakes, and you know, and take the trading more serious, and then you're gonna start to see maybe better results over time. Okay, so let's get into this right now, guys. Let's take a look at Forex Factory. I'm just going to review earlier today. So we already had our London session. There was the London news. The main folder that I was pretty much concerned about was this UK British folder right here, GBP red folder. This morning, pre-market London at 2 in the morning. CPI year over year, and you can see it came out. Actual number was red below the forecast of 4.3%. So if you were trading anything to do with the pound pre-market, you can see you had consecutive folders. You had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 GBP folders. So that probably provided some volatility in the markets at that time. Then we move into 3 a.m. That's live London session. That's when the London market opens up in UK, and it's an injection of volume coming from Sydney and Australia at that time, and Tokyo, and it's a big move in the markets. And then that volume starts to trickle into North America, where it starts to move into pre-market equities, and then we get into Wall Street, and then from there kind of fizzles off near the end of the day, and then we move into our Tokyo channel and right back where we are right now into the futures and Tokyo session. And so what big news did we have in New York today? This folder right here at 10 a.m. USD consumer confidence came out pretty good, like from the forecast 104.6 came out 110, 111. So looks like consumers are confident with how everything is shaping up in the economy right now. We might be getting hints of rate hikes coming in 2024. Today, guys, there was a big drop in the 30-year bonds and the 10-year bonds, if you guys saw that. So that could be they're dropping the higher time frame bonds, the 30 and 10 years, to maybe factor in that in 2024 we're going to have a little bit of interest rate cuts. And so that's why there was the big move this afternoon in the markets. Okay, they were extremely overbought when we were talking about all of our top-down analysis from the monthly, the weekly. We broke all-time highs. The daily, the weekly, everything was completely overbought. Remember, we were looking at that RSI for multiple days. It was sitting in overbought territory, and it just takes one candle to come down, and you could see today it was an elevator coming down. We'll look at it when we do our analysis, but you can see 1 hour candle today on anything you were trading. If you were trading SPY, S&P, if you were trading US30, if you were trading Nasdaq, if you were trading gold, it doesn't matter what you were trading. There was a big move, and it was fast. So you got to be ready, guys, for these type of moves. You always got to prepare ahead of time. And if you were selling, slowly scale in, and then when you start to see the drop, you can start to add orders. And that's why this platform over here is helpful, Bookmap, because sometimes when you see negative cumulative volume delta, it means that it's telling us that there is a supplier in the market who is absorbing all of the bids, and at some point in time, it will redistribute that volume. And if you've seen Bookmap over the week, there was some bigger orders being absorbed on the sell side liquidity, and all they needed was some type of news to trigger it and to drop the markets. So it's just discipline, guys. You got to wait for those moves. Remember, you got to look for some bearish candles to close below critical structural levels, and then to retest and get the drops. Okay, so we'll talk about that when we get to the top down analysis. And Frankie, congrats, bro. 0.5% to go. You're the man. Just take your time with it, and don't rush, guys. I feel like everybody, when they get near the finish line, Frankie, then they put the foot to the pedal to the metal, and they go, and then that's where they screw up, and then they take a loss, and then it really affects their psychology, because now you were 0.5% away from getting funded, and now you're all of a sudden down 2 or 3%. So don't do any of those stupid mistakes, Frankie. A lot of people do that, and it's reckless. You don't have to finish this right now. You don't have to finish it tomorrow. You don't got to finish it on Friday. If it takes you 1 week to get that 0.5%, take your time, because you're one step ahead to get funded and then get paid out. So just take your time, guys. Just take your time. Everybody, please just listen to me. Just take your time with trading. I promise you it will pay off if you take your time. If you rush things, you're going to make some impulse decisions. You're going to make some silly mistakes, and one little mistake can start to trigger a downfall of some more mistakes, and then revenge trading, and then losing your psychology, and then you're left scratching your head at the end of the day. What did you just do? What just happened? So just be careful, okay? Frankie, you're smart. You know this. Carlos Roa, you were up 2K and gave it all back. Okay, so you gotta understand, Carlos Roa, you gotta have daily goals. If you're up, you gotta understand how to walk out of the markets. Or if you're up 2K, what I always say is, like a trailing stop loss, secure 80% of that $2,000, and then just trade with 20% left. And if you lose that, Carlos, then it's all good. But you do not need to give back $2,000. Guys, please, let's learn together. Okay, we gotta stop doing this, guys. Like, I talk about this, Dave talks about this daily. But guys, maybe me keep hitting, keep hammering it in. Maybe it's gonna hit home one of these days, and you're gonna understand why I'm saying this. Okay, it's just like when we trade with a trailing stop loss. If you're up $500 in a day, and you want to keep trading, secure $400, 80%. Put it in your pocket, and then just trade with $100 that's left over. If you lose that, you give that. You only give back $100 back to the market. The $400, you're done. You're out of there. Okay. You gotta look at it as it's a paycheck. When you go to work to get paid. Same within the markets. When you're trading, you go into the markets to get paid. You make your money. You gotta secure it now. Stop giving back to these markets, guys. It's horrible when it happens, but you're not the only one. It's happened to me. It's happened to everybody on this call. But one of these days, it's going to hit you, and you're going to be like, okay, I understand now what he's saying. He's saying this over and over. It must mean something. So guys, just be disciplined. That's what this game is. I know a lot of you guys can make 1% every single day. Some of you guys can clear $2,000 every single day, no problem. But it's the discipline to stop trading and get out of these markets, or secure. That's why believe me, I probably trade more than all of you guys combined on this call here. But I have discipline. When I hit goals, if I still want to trade and I still want to be in the markets, I always secure some money. So if I give back a little bit, I still am good, because once you give it all back, your mentality is gone. And it might take you a couple weeks, it might take you a month to recover, psychologically, mentally, not just financially, but psychologically and mentally. It takes you more time than the money to recover. So guys, I didn't want to start the call like this, but I just read your comments and I respond, I reply. I'm not doing it to call anybody out. I'm not doing it to be disrespectful. I'm not doing it to be rude, but I'm doing it I honestly care for you guys and I want to help you guys out. But it's all done with love, guys. Okay, make sure we know that. Okay, it's no disrespect. I'm not singling anybody out or anything like that. But I'm saying I've had those issues, and I know all of you guys have had those issues too. So we got to come together and discuss this and fix this as a team. All of us, everyone on Zoom and everyone on YouTube, because it's the real life of trading. Traders just want to show that they have a nice car, they live in a nice house, they got fancy clothes and shit like that. But nobody really wants to talk about the real life of trading. So it's normal, guys. It's normal, okay? And we've all been there. So there's not one of us on this call that hasn't gone through that, okay? Some have figured a way how to navigate around it and fix it and correct it, and others just need more time. It just takes some of us more time. I took time as well to figure things out. So hopefully you guys can too. Okay, guys. So thank you, guys. Let's get started. Let's get into Forex Factory. So we were talking about consumer confidence report. So consumers, if you don't know what it is, really quickly click on the folder and start to read it. It's right over here. Financial confidence is a leading indicator of consumer spending. So me and you, right now, I just came back from the mall, spent a little bit of my money at the mall. It was packed over there. Consumers were spending. I look at these things. People are spending, like they're using their credit cards. They're splashing around. They're buying everything right now. It's the holidays, so nobody cares about discipline of money or budgets or anything like that. Everyone is just, I gotta buy, get out of my way, I'm buying stuff right now. So that's what it is right now, and consumers are confident with the markets right now, so they're spending. Okay, so that came out very positive today in the US. We had our crude oil inventories at 10:30. We had a couple FOMC speakers today, and that sums up our day. And right now we had some NZD news come out, credit card spending. If you guys want to see year-over-year credit card spending, that just got released right now at 9 p.m. Okay, there it is, 3.3%. And let's move into tomorrow. Okay, so let's get into tomorrow. And we have Thursday, December 21, London, right over here. There's a few London folders, not as much. More focus is going to be on 8:30 a.m. Eastern with Dave over here when Dave comes in. And you guys will be looking at, there's a couple Canadian folders, but more importantly, we got USD final GDP quarter over quarter. The previous was 5.2%. The forecast is remaining the same at 5.2. We'll see the actual number here. And this one, unemployment claims, this one, as you guys know, is released every single Thursday morning at 8:30 a.m. and the previous was just from last week's results, so it just keeps carrying over every single week. So I remember the previous week this was 219,000, and last week it went down to 202,000, so that was good. That's less people are applying for unemployment. That means they're working. But right now, look at the forecast for tomorrow. It's going back up to 214,000. So what they're forecasting is 12,000 more individuals from last week are applying for unemployment. So that's not good. So we'll see what the actual number is when it comes out here. And you got a couple moderate folders right over here, Philly Fed manufacturing, and then final GDP. And then we move throughout the day. And then closing off the week is Friday. It's going to be a little bit busy in pre-London. You got some European folders, German retail sales in UK. You got your folders, and then as we move into 8:30, you can see 8:30 is like a slot where there's a lot of news folders in Canada and US, and also 8:20 a.m. Eastern is when the commodity COMEX market opens up at the exchange as well. So lots of volatility in here. A lot of traders love this time of the day to trade because things can really move, and there's a lot of pips that you can grab up and down and sideways in this time. So we got right over here USD core PCE, and then we go into 10 a.m. right after Wall Street. We got revised University of Michigan consumer sentiment report, new home sales, and then that's it, guys. That's going to be basically the end of the week. Then we're going to all enjoy our weekend, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, guys. Christmas morning. If you guys celebrate, Merry Christmas. Hopefully you guys get everything that you guys wish for and more. But over here, Forex Factory, the entire banks around the world are closed. Every single bank. Swiss banks are closed. French banks are closed. German banks, Italian, British banks, Canadian, US, New Zealand, Australian banks, all closed. So SST will have a day off on Monday, and then we're going to resume Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday next week. Okay, so that's our news. Earnings today, guys, really quickly. What did we have? Let's go to our calendar. Wednesday, pre-market. Right over here, we had General Mills, couple corporations. I was more interested in the after hours today with Micron Technology. This can kind of move the tech sector and things like that. But there was the big drop today. But Micron had their earnings at 4 p.m. Everything came out positive. BlackBerry had some earnings. And going into tomorrow, there's not much earnings this week. You can see right here. This is Earnings Whispers, guys. It's a pretty good website to use. It's free, just to give you some basic information. You can see really quickly before open tomorrow there's six companies reporting. After hours close there's 9. On Friday it's a very light day. There's only one before pre-market and nothing after the close. And so Thursday, let's just see pre-market what we have. Carnival, CarMax, Cintas, and Paychex. And also right over here, one that I'm interested in is Nike at 415. I do option trading, so I will be looking what Nike does. Also, it is a big retailer, as you guys know. Some of you guys wear the clothing, and it can also move other retail corporations as well. So I'll be checking out what Nike is going to do tomorrow at 4:15 p.m. and Friday is a light day. Okay, and let's just move into Discord. Our Discord. This is our signals. We also do crypto signals. Someone was asking the other day, do we trade crypto? There is a crypto channel, so you can see we do over here. There is signals with the SST Scalper Pro and the AI bot that sends out signals in the indices, commodities, major forex, minor forex, and also crypto. And this was one call out right here yesterday at 8:40 a.m. by BTC around 42,995. Bigger stop loss because we're looking for bigger moves. So a suggested stop loss of 250 pips, a TP of 500 or more. So you're getting like a 1 to 2 risk to reward or more. And also at 10:30 a.m. look to buy Ether right over here. And then we start to look at the charts right over here. So this was the BTC. We're looking at this area almost right at 43,000, 42,995. You can see the black line. That's our line of resistance, and we're looking resistance, and we're looking for volume to close above and turn it into support. So then it starts to move. We're looking for also pullbacks and continue to move up. And here's Ether. So you're looking at this area too, 2,203. Volume staying above it, continuing to maintain support, and then continue to push for a little bit of a bigger move. Then we start to see the big boy Bitcoin starting to move, getting up to really nice, almost 43,650, 670 up there, and the trades are being taken, and it really ran for over 1,100, 1,200 pips, and just moving right up. And those are on the 15 minutes. Right over here, and Ether started to move too for 60 plus pips. So guys, this is how our signals come out. There's trade management and things like that. If you guys are interested in signals, we got the SST Scalper Pro and the AI bot that sends out signals. And over here, guys, on YouTube, thank you guys for joining. This is our free Telegram channel. I recommend that you guys join this. It's pinned at the top of the YouTube channel. It shows exactly what we're doing over here, not just us, but our members. We like to showcase our members more so than what I'm doing or what Dave is doing, or we want to showcase our members because that's what we're here for. We're here to support you guys and to show how you guys are learning. Not everyone's interested in what I'm doing or Dave, but more so for you guys. But we also have a lot of things that we're working on. This is our MQL5. This is an EA sniper kill shot, and it's an EA trading software, automated software. You guys can click on the link if you're interested in this, and you can download the free demo and test it out yourself. There's a new set file that was just released, version 1.15, and if you guys are familiar with EAs or want to learn about them, just click on the link and go over there. A member over here, thank you for your support and offer a meeting and many more. There it goes. Instant funding past phase 1, so congratulations. I love to see that, guys. Passing challenges, getting funded. It's why we do this, guys. It's really exciting to see you guys get what you guys want out of the markets, but takes a lot of hard work and discipline. Like, this member has been with us for a while, didn't just start with us, and has been through the ups and downs of the markets, and so figuring out how to make improvements, and congratulations on passing phase 1. That's a big achievement, and we're very, very proud of you guys. So continued success. And showing what we do in our Zoom calls. This is the Zoom chat. This was with Dave in the morning, and members learning with Dave and taking trades and having fun, and that's what it's all about. And these are members over here with the kill shot, doing really well. Our links over here if you want to join the team and get in for the new year and start off fresh, stocksnipertrading.com. There's various different memberships and things like that to look at. This is our Instagram channel and our YouTube, and this is our Instagram, guys. If you want to give us a follow, this is us over here at 44,000 followers. If you want to follow me, I'm Sniper Ronnie FX right here, and if you want to follow Dave right over here, give us a follow. And HankoTrade Official is a broker, and here's your MQL5EA link right over here. And this is the HankoTrade broker. And what I always recommend with any broker, always open up a demo account and test them out. See how they are. Find which account is best for you. They have different accounts. Some brokers have classic accounts. Some have raw accounts. ECN. Get familiar with what these are. Just open up a demo account, test them out, see what lot sizes you want to use, see what type of leverage they have before you deposit any live money. Try demo. And then a good thing about Hanko is they have a 100% deposit bonus. If you are ready and you feel good and you're ready to get into the markets and you deposit $100, they will match it and give you $100 bonus. If you put $500, they'll match it and top you up another $500. So that's really nice that they do that. But take your time before you deposit any money. Start off with demo and make sure you got good understanding of the markets before you do deposit your own hard-earned money. Okay. But with that being said, guys, let's get started. Let's get into this. Wow, Brandon, 1K on kill shot today. Good job, man. Congratulations. That's awesome too. Okay, welcome Spiritual. Thank you for joining. Okay, so let's get started. How's everybody doing? Pips Dog, Blue Mountain in the house. Nice, bro. It's beautiful out there. I used to go back in the day to Wasaga Beach a lot on the May 2-4 long weekend. Yeah, I used to go to Wasaga Beach all the time up there. I would drive all the way up there for the long weekend. Trev Beats, what's going on, bro? If you look at the weekly on Nas or Dow, mirror this time last year, could it drop like that last year? It very well could. It very well could. We might get a late Santa Claus rally coming end of December, early January, maybe. There's about $7 trillion sitting on the sidelines right now, waiting to enter the markets. So if that $7 trillion injection gets put into the markets, we could see a very nice Santa Claus rally. But if that money is sitting, if that liquidity is sitting on the sidelines and it's not coming in, then we might get a similar move to last year this time. So it could happen, but you know what I say? I take it day by day. It's always nice to say it could do this, it could do that, but I just take it day by day, and then that's the best way how I analyze the markets. As opposed, like, I can give you my bias, I can give you where I think it's going to go, but at the end of the day, it means absolutely nothing. That's why we go through a top-down analysis. We go monthly, weekly, daily, and start bringing it down to lower time frames. But what we got to see is how the markets are going to move, what news we have coming forward, going into the new year, end of the year, and we'll see what's happening. Okay, and also follow what's going on with the big bonds. So the 30-year and 10-year bonds retraced today about 0.8%. That's huge. That's a big push down on the bonds. So it's kind of maybe hinting that in start of 2024, interest rates might be coming down, and we'll see how the markets react with when the interest rates start to pull down a little bit. Okay, so let's get started, guys. I'm going to go into US30 Dow Jones. We'll do a top-down analysis together. Some of you guys already have your charts done, but if you just want to trade, like learn with me, go with a blank chart and follow what I'm doing, and we'll do it together. If you guys have any questions, you guys let me know and we'll take our time. Tokyo session, guys, is 100% for education. If there is setups, we'll trade. You know what I mean? But I like to use Tokyo more for education because it's not as fast paced as New York or like London. It's more where we can talk to each other, we can have a conversation, we can take a look at everything, we can answer our questions, and we can learn, and then you apply this stuff when you get familiar with it. You apply it in New York, you apply it in London, or whatever session that you feel comfortable trading. And hopefully you guys are learning. I know I read your comments yesterday, guys, and some of you guys are learning a lot, and you guys are plugging away. You guys are in here daily putting in the time and the work, so I hope it pays off for you guys. Okay, so let's get started on the daily. Okay, so yes, we could jump in on those 5 minutes and we could start trading, but what we're going to do is we're going to go on the higher time frame. Okay, how long have I been talking about this bullish move on Dow Jones? I've been talking about this every single day. When we get on here, we're doing our top-down analysis together. And this is a serious move, okay? Even last week, if we start to look at like the last couple of weeks, it's just been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, almost 10 days of consistent higher highs and higher lows. When you look at this indicator, RSI, it was completely overbought. Like, look how overbought it's been since the end of November. For basically the entire month of December, Dow Jones and Nasdaq is pretty similar, and S&P is pretty similar. We've been overbought up here for more than 20 days. So it was completely overbought. Does that mean we sell? No. It means that we should be looking for maybe the market to come back down and correct a little bit, but we need to find bearish red body candles closing below structure. We cannot just trade like a red candle that just comes down like this and then goes back up. This one today was a very serious red body candle that, look at what it engulfed. It engulfed Tuesday, it kind of engulfed all, like, look how many bars it engulfed, how many green ones, 1 2 3 bars. So we've gapped up right now on the daily, and we might be coming back up. So number one thing I do is I mark 50% of this big red candle, put my line across. I will do all that, but today was a big move. What we'll do also is we'll break it down into the hourly, where we can see exactly where this move happens. Okay, so thank you guys. Val, welcome. Thank you for joining. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to start to analyze what's going on. So right now, I just need 2 bars. And I can see it came up here yesterday and over here. How high is it? So I'm already marking my red box. Okay, I can see right there, just where the bodies are, like right there. And this is an all-time high. Okay, so make mental note of that. 37,650. That's US30 all-time high. Okay, so we got up there today. Look at what they did. They took out again the high over here, and then boom, they kind of faked out the market and brought it right back down. So let's do this all together. Let's get in the habit of doing this. Get your red box here and bring it across. Okay, are we there yet? Are we close there yet? No. Are we ever going to come back up here? I don't know. Okay, all I can see right now is it made a move that came up here, and then it got pushed back down, and it may come back up, and I want to target 50% of the red candle, but it could also come all the way back up there and maybe get rejected in that red box, and then that's kind of like our double top, and then maybe it's coming down with more supply, and it starts to break and really sell off. Okay, but who knows what these markets might. It could come back up to the red box, break for a new all-time high, retest this, we flip it green, and who knows, maybe Dow is continuing to move for new all-time high territory. Okay, so that's the fun part about trading in all-time highs, is we kind of got to predict where it could possibly move, and then that's where I look for psychological numbers, whole numbers, transaction areas where the blocks could be in the market, what we normally talk about day in and day out here. Okay, so we can apply what we learn and put it to work, and then we see how accurate it can be. Okay, so let's just start to review exactly from the day before here, Tuesday. It was a bullish candle, and it came up and it filled these 2 equal wicks right here and pushed right up here and closed near the high. We opened today and it was bullish, where it pushed above Tuesday's high, and we made our new all-time high up here. So what I'm going to do up there is what I always do. I'm going to place a purple line. You probably won't be able to see it in that red box, but there will be a purple line in there. And what I'm going to write up there, I can write either high of the day or all-time high, whatever you guys like. I'll just put the high of the day, and we'll see if we ever come up here. High of the day. And also what I'll do is I'll put all-time high, ATH. Okay, just so we're aware of that. And then what happened when we hit up there? We got rejected. It came back down to where we opened, and we continued with a lot of selling pressure, come back down. We came about approximately 50% of the green candle, half of the green candle, open, close, half of it is right there. So see those 2 wicks right here and here? That to me is a critical area in the market. For 2 days, it could not break here and here. And it's 50% of the green candle, exactly right in half. So what I do is I make this line yellow. And I use this as maybe a daily pivot area. And if we come back up, what this yellow line could be is resistance. And you see how it's at a nice psychological number, guys? 37,401, 400. Okay, it's a nice psychological number. So not only do we have price action confirming, like it came up here on Friday and got rejected. It came up again on Monday, and the same tweezer tops got rejected at this area, and it also represents 50% of that green body. And I get like more confirmation that it's at a nice whole psychological number, 37,400. So I like that. So what I do is then I just write here, this is a daily. With the volume below us now, it's going to be resistance. It's kind of like a ceiling. Daily resistance, POI, okay? Point of interest, whatever you guys want to call it. POI, POC, point of control, pivot, whatever name you want to call this, you go ahead and call it whatever you need to call it. Now, I'm referring that it is a daily because this is we're analyzing daily. I'm telling you it's resistance because our volume is right here. We're below it, and POI is just for point of interest. That when the volume comes up there, if it does, we want to pay particular attention and at this area. Okay, if that makes sense, guys, hit the like button on YouTube. Thank you, guys. We almost got 100 viewers in the Slow Tokyo channel, so we appreciate you guys. Every like matters. Thank you, guys. If you guys can hit that like, it really means a lot to us at SST, and keeps us motivated to come in here and help you guys out on YouTube. And we've been doing this for 4+ years, and we're not going to stop. So your likes, your contributions do help, guys. I just want to make it clear that it does help, guys. Thank you, and we do appreciate it. You know, we really do. Thank you, guys. Okay, so now we came down to that critical area, and what happened here? It continued with red volume and pushed down. Where's another critical level? This is a nice critical level right here too. Why? Because there's a body, and a body right here. So I'm going to place another yellow line right in this area right there. Okay, and look at the number, guys. Okay, for some of you guys that know me and how I trade, I love these quarter increment moves. 37,275. It's such a nice number to transact. I love these quarter moves. If you guys don't understand what I mean by quarter moves, let's all do the math together. Let's all go 37,000, 37,025, 37,050, 37,075. And then we continue to move. Okay, with commodities, that's how they like to move. That's where they like to transact. So let's make another mental note. Here we had a daily resistance, but that's all the way up here. Now this can also be a resistance. This can be today's green candle come up right up to there, and then we're below 50% of yesterday's big red bar. Okay, and so what I'm going to call this one too is a daily resistance POI. And remember yesterday what we talked about? If you want to call this like a R1, resistance 1, or R2, that's all up to you if you want to do that. I'm going to just continue to call it a daily resistance. Remember what we also talked about yesterday? A ceiling. It's a ceiling with the volume below us. Daily resistance POI. Okay. And I also measure these moves. You know, I'm interested in these moves because I could do the math right now in my head. Okay, this is pretty easy. What's 275 and 400? 125. So I know that this, from yellow tape to fill up to this yellow tape, all it's got to do is just fill that imbalance right there, and that's 125 pip move. You know, that if you can't do the math that quickly in your head, because sometimes they don't line up with these nice whole numbers, what you do is you take this price range indicator tool right here, and you just measure from the yellow line to the yellow line. And if my math was correct, I should be about 125, and that's exactly what it is. Okay, so just like a carpenter who measures their work, we can also measure our work too as traders, so we know exactly what we could get. I could measure 125 right here. I could also measure from this yellow line to come up to right here, measure that. I could measure to the all-time high if we continue to fill. Okay, so let's continue to see what the sellers did today. Not only did they come down and take out this critical area, but they continue to push down, and look at where they closed it, guys. Okay, why am I paying particular attention to the close? Because it closed right at these critical bodies right over here. So before I get there, we continue to push down all the way down, 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 and that's our low of the day. Guys, what is the number? Who wants to tell me the number? Okay, I'm not making this up. Okay, you guys can see we're doing this together. What is that number? What did I just say about quarter increment moves? Am I talking to myself? Because I got my daughter upstairs. I can go upstairs and play Lego with my daughter. I'm trying to help you guys out, but if you guys aren't paying attention or listening, then I can go upstairs and play Lego. Guys, look at this right here. Val, you got it. 37,025. Okay, Remember what I just said about that one? 75. Pay attention to these numbers, guys. Sometimes you can trade with just looking at the numbers and not even looking at the candlesticks. When you get really, really dialed in with price action, sometimes you don't even have to tell me what the candle is. You just tell me a number, and I'll tell you what I think about that number or that area. Quarter moves, quarters, okay? Why? Remember we talked about this? Why? Why is this so important? Because it's easy to transact at whole nice numbers. You'll get more transactions at these numbers, but more like liquidity will be sitting at these areas, and the markets move with efficiency. The more efficient the markets are, the faster they move, the more money they can accumulate. Remember, financial markets are big business. Trillions of dollars, trillions, guys, not billions and not millions. Trillions of dollars move through the financial markets every single 24 hours. Okay, so efficiency is critical to these guys. They need to operate fast, efficient, to get every single piece of liquidity out of the market. So with you and I knowing this can help us become better traders, okay? But just trading on these numbers, that doesn't mean anything. We like to put it together with other context in the market. So today we came down and it stopped right there. And the buyers stepped in, and that's where the body closed. Okay, we almost closed right at 37,100. I'm off by 1 or 2 pips, but what I'm going to do is place a yellow line right here. Okay, another critical daily area. So I've gone through the analysis on US30 at our critical areas. What am I going to call this yellow line now? Okay, first of all, we got to label this purple line. Our purple line is our low of the day. Okay, and that was a serious drop. And some of you guys got this candle and you guys did really well. Believe me, I was selling this candle as well. Okay, I was waiting for this candle. Guys, if you've been trading with me, I've been talking about how overbought it's been for a long time. But all it takes is one elevator coming down. Carlos, you know this more than anybody. It's that one elevator coming down and you can eat really well with this candle on any time frame, but you got to be patient for this thing. It doesn't happen often. Okay, look at down here when it sold off for 3 days. It came down, back up, came down, back up, came down, back up, and then rotated right back up. But today was a serious drop. Okay, right at the end of the week before the holidays, who knows what they were doing. Okay, but let's continue to walk through this now. So we came down there and we closed right there. Nice whole number, 37,100. Now, what is this going on right now? Look at this today's candle. Okay, over here. Today, this is our candle right now. Sorry, so when I wrote low of the day and high of the day, I was referring to this big red candle. Okay, so what I can do now is I'm gonna take this purple line. Okay, watch what I'm doing, guys. Okay, because someone might get confused here. Okay, so remember what I was analyzing. I was analyzing the candle right today. Okay, sorry, just earlier. This is our new candle today that just opened up. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this purple line now and move it to our low of the day right now. Did you guys see what I just did there? I just brought it down to where we closed. They gapped up the market. Okay, look at where we opened up. This is inside. So this is currently a harami candle, a gapped up harami. Okay, it closed right here. Why did we not open up right here at the yellow line, 37,102? So what they're doing is they're kind of trying to give it a head start inside bar. Yeah, Bendini, yeah, you got it. So they're trying to push it up. You know, they can do it. They're the market makers, and they're pushing it up to try maybe push it back up a little bit, to maybe come up to here, this yellow line. They're trying to help it get up there, okay? Because there's a lot of selling pressure. So we gapped up, and it came down. That's our purple line now, low of the day, okay? This is our critical yellow line right there where we closed. So what I do here is I'll take this yellow line and I'll bring it down to like yesterday's low of the day, And now I want to kind of maybe figure out a particular zone where I can put a green box. So what I'm doing is where the purple line and those bodies right there, like from here to there, I'm going to flip that green and I'm going to bring this box across because I want to see if this box can hold with buyers today. Right here, right below the low of the day. But if it comes down, back down red, 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 right down to here, I don't want to see it break this. I want to see it maybe go back up. I want to see it maybe catch a higher low wick right here, because if it breaks below here, then we have a high probability that the sellers will come down and fill the remaining wick and then start to drop it. Okay, so right now we can see that the market, they popped it up, they propped it up, and we pushed up, and our high of the day is right up there. So remember what I'm doing with this purple line? I'm taking the purple line and I'm bringing it right down to where we are right there. But I wrote ATH, high of the day, on the previous bar. So what I'm going to do is just take that ATH off so nobody gets confused that that's an all-time high. Okay, so that's our range today, right now. This is today's range, 122 to 170. Okay, so it's about 50 pip range from the purple to the purple currently right now. So if the buyers continue to break the purple line and push it up, where could we go? We could target, yes, our yellow line, our next daily resistance POI 37,275. But for me, I like scalping, and I like scalping like smaller incremental moves. So I look right here. There's a body and there's a body. So I place like a yellow line right here, right inside here. And I can go to 225. How about we go right down to 225, the bar right there, 225, and I make it yellow. Okay, now if we break above the purple line, I measure up to the first yellow line, and it might go up to there, and look at it, it's about 50 plus pips, 50 to 55. That's perfect. And then my next range is 225 to 275. Guess what that is? That's another 50 pips from yellow to yellow tape. So I start to see my range now are approximately 50 pip scalp zones. Okay, so this helps me understand what I'm looking for when I'm scalping the markets. Okay, so now let's just look at what we got. We have the big push, and then we had the big red candle come down, and today they gapped it up. We're going to see if we're going to come up to touch any one of these resistance, but one particular area that we have to identify is 50% of this big red candle. Okay, where is it? It opened and it closed. Half of it is probably like right around here, right where I am. But what I do is, look it, I use data. You see that wick right there? I'm going to use that wick to show me how big I can make my red box. Okay, look at what I'm doing, guys. If you don't know what I'm doing, this is the time to ask questions. If you want to learn like this style of trading. Okay, so what I just did right there, that's what I just did. I'll explain it. Okay, so you see what I just did there. Okay, I'm kind of visually eyeballing where's 50%. Not someone asked yesterday, and I didn't have time to answer the question. They said, Ron, why don't you look at the entire candle from the high wick to the low wick, the entire range of the candle? Okay, that's a valid question, and we can look at that. But what I personally look at is the volume, where it opened and where it closed, because that's where you see where the big body is. That's where the volume is contained. I can see that, yes, that's the range how high it went, and that's the range how low it went, but that's kind of exhausted volume. I'm more concerned about the critical volume in the body of the candle. So what I kind of look at is open, close. Half of it is probably like right around here, but I give the benefit of the doubt that maybe the sellers are going to continue to sell with this. So I look at the last high wick, like right around there, and that's where I place my box, and that's how big it's going to be. And it's kind of the same with the green box. You see, and the green box, I did the same thing too. I looked at the purple line and I brought it right down to that body. You guys see what I did there? And they look identical, like they look the same size. So it looks to me that when I see something that's like the same size, then what I do is I continue to use this zone, but I stretch it across because it might come into play later on. So what I'm looking for today is, can the buyers bring it right back up, and maybe it comes up to here, and then the sellers push it right back down. And then maybe it breaks, we take out that low, come down a little bit, it comes back up to this yellow line or this green box, we flip red, and it comes in there, and then all of a sudden we're getting a bigger sell coming down. And where would we sell down to? We could absolutely sell down to the body to body right there, but look at here. We've got a close and an open. What's half of that green candle? Right there, half of it. Okay, and what we can also do is we can look to the left of the chart and see if there's anything in the halfway point that gives us additional data. If there's nothing, I place a green box halfway, like right halfway point right there. That's about half, and I want to be ready for in the future, if it ever comes down there, I bring it across. And that's where maybe it comes down. See what I just did there? It comes down and stops right there, goes back up, so it trades into this one, and maybe comes back down and breaks down. Okay, that's if we're going to continue to go down bearish. But we still got to give respect to the buyers. They're very, very strong. So maybe it was just a sell-off candle, and we're going to continue rotating back up. Okay, but we have now levels that we can identify where it could move. Okay, so if that was good, guys, on the daily, now what we're going to do is I'm going to break it down. We're going to move to the hourly. So this is now where we're going to see exactly when the big drop happens. Okay, so I can see right over here, hourly was coming down when, here's London right over here, Wednesday, 3 a.m., 4 a.m. dropping, 5 a.m., 6 a.m., 7 a.m. And then what do we have at 8 and 9? 8 a.m. is our news. And then 9 a.m. we start to have, this is Wall Street. And then 10 a.m. we start coming back up bullish. 11 bullish. 12. And then where was the big drop starting? 1 p.m. this afternoon. It started coming down. There's a bearish engulfing candle. And guys, go through the motions. Like closed right near the low. Look how this one's opened. Tiny green. Did it come into 50% of that red candle? No. It just started coming right back down. Where was a critical hourly level I would be watching? Right there. Who placed a white line right here? Be honest with me, guys, please. I want to know if you guys are learning. Who on their charts placed a white line right here? Right here. I'll place it white. Okay? Because if you were doing your charting after Wall Street, you should have had a white line right here. Okay? Because that was our critical hourly support. You see how it came down, closed at the white line. It touched the white line, stayed above it. It came down and it closed right at the white line. Our bullish engulfing ignited candle printed right at our white line. So this area, guys, is critical. Let me show you guys. If you guys scalp the markets, okay, and on the lower time frames, I'll show you why it's important to visually mark up that chart right there. Okay, let me show you really quickly. Okay, so this area, remember, you know what I do at these white lines? I place an alert there. Okay, I always do. And what I do is I trade on the 5 minutes. Okay, so let's take a look at this area. Okay, so you see the white line now? That would be my critical hourly support line. So what I look for is a red body, and it came at right here at around 245, where it kind of pushed below it and closed below it. And then it starts 250 and then pushing down. What time is this? This is power hour. So this is the move. We had red 5-minute volume close below that hourly support and really start to drop. So if you identified that hourly support level with an alert, you would have got an alert right there when the volume hit it, and then you follow it. You see it close below. Did it come up 50%? Continue drop. Did it come up 50% of this candle? Continue drop. Did it come up 50% of this candle? No. Continue to drop. When it came back up green, look at nothing happened up there, and then they brought it right back down. Okay, so this is how you can really focus on those critical areas. Okay, guys, I don't even know if anybody answered my question, but did anybody mark up that white line? If you don't worry about it. You know, I'm trying to help. But if you guys didn't do it, it's okay. Okay, so Prashant, no, you didn't. No worries. But like, look at how visually we can see it. Like right there, guys. Do you guys understand what I mean? You can visually see this, and then you can see how it also. Look at the volume, how it stayed above over here on Tuesday at 12, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock power hour, and then we pushed up. No red volume closed below there. Did any red volume close below here? No. Then we started the big move, 2 p.m. It was a big, huge red candle. And then look at the next one. It closed right near the low. It came up green for a few pips, and then they continued to drop it down. Okay? And that was a massive move. Look at this. This is 2 hours, 1 and 2. Look how many, these are all hourly candles, guys. Look at how fast it can take. This is what we're talking about, the elevators coming down. 2 hourly candles completely engulfed everything. How many of these candles did they take out? Like, look at, if you want to sit there and count all of those candles, look at what happened in 2 hours. Like, we're talking multiple days of trading. We're talking Thursday of last week. Guys, listen to what I'm saying. This was all day trading Thursday, Friday, Monday, and Tuesday, and it took 2 hours to take out everything. So, you know, if you're an intraday trader or a long trader and you got a swing position, I'm going to tell you the truth right here. You guys can see it. If you guys were in buys from Thursday and Friday and Monday and Tuesday, and you're going into profit and it's continuing to push up, and you're thinking that this is going to go all-time high and continue all-time high and go to the moon, and you're going to retire this week, look at what the market says. If you get greedy and you don't do anything, the market will decide for you. And in 2 hours, took away all of your gains. Guys, it's disgusting to look at this, because I know that there's big long buyers who are holding and holding and holding, but if you don't do anything, if you don't have a trailing stop loss, if you don't do anything to secure your profit, in 1 or 2 hours you can say goodbye to everything. And it's disheartening. It's like, it hurts, guys. You know, so always trail your trades with stop losses so you can secure money, because if you don't, then you're in big trouble. Okay, and what happened now? Continue to push down. Look at here. So we had 4 p.m. and we had after hours earnings. They continued, dropped it down, and we came and we closed. There's the gap up in the market I was talking about. So right now, look at our hourly candles. They're consolidating. Green, red, green, coming back up. So see the purple line? What I do is, now to make it more visually appealing for myself and you guys, I put a red box like right there to tell us that we got to watch up here. This is red. Okay, we haven't had any hourly volume close above this high of the day yet. Okay, so it is building. They gapped it up here at 6 p.m. 7 p.m. we came back down. It's a higher low. We went back up, but we couldn't make a new higher high. We came on this candle, came down right in, but we're still holding higher low, higher low. So if you want to draw like a quick little trend line from this wick to those wicks, you can do it. And then do it like a white, I do it white line to represent that this is an hourly trend, because it's the last 4 hours. We got a new hourly candle that's opening right now at 10 p.m. It's opening right here. So we'll see if we can continue to hold this and see if we can continue push up. Okay, so we're really, really oversold. Like if we look now, that big dip dropped the RSI down to 20, and now we're still hovering right at 30. They could easily bring this right back down and try and accumulate it a little more. So what I like to do is I move to the 5 minutes, and this is where I start scalping the markets. Okay, so I like to watch in here what's going on. These are our 5-minute candles. You see how they're still building above our hourly trend line. Okay, so we came back up, consolidating, back up. But you see how we got rejected right there, got rejected right there. They brought it right back down, but it's a higher low, higher low. It's still building, okay? So do we have some 5-minute structure? Yes, we do. Let's locate where our 5-minute structure is. We're holding, like, see those bodies and that wick right there? That's where I start my green box, and I bring it across. Okay, I could even go right down to there. Look at, guys, how nice it is at 50%. Okay, see this big body candle at 8:35 came up. Look at half of it is right there. It just came down right into half of it and continued to push up. So if I'm looking for sells tonight, I'm going to place an alert right here in the green box. Below this trend line, if the sellers can continue to bring it down, break that trend line, retest this and it's red, we might be coming back down to here. And look at the gap. Okay, this is where they gapped up the market. From here to there, that could be that gap fill imbalance. If you guys don't see the gap, do you guys see it now? Do you guys see that gap right there? I will make it neutral. Okay, that's where kind of the gap is in the market. Right there. Okay, so maybe we'll come trade right back into that gap. But right now it's bullish. Okay, it's continuing push up. How are we looking on Bookmap? Where are we on Bookmap? We're above the VWAP. See, every time it breaks a VWAP, it comes back up. Broke the VWAP, coming back up. Touch the VWAP, coming back up. So let's see if bids start to accumulate above here, and maybe we're going to push out this hour above that purple high of the day. And if we do, where could we move up to? Okay, remember the bigger target is 37,225, but me as a scalper, maybe I'm just looking for a move to come up to here. I can see now, like I place a red line right there. That was like a critical time in the market where it came down and then caught a wick right there. Okay, and that's, look at the number, guys, 37,199.5. How about I make it a whole nice psychological number? I raise it up to 37,200. Boom. Okay, so you see how, and then purple to that red, 170 to 200, 30 pips. Okay, easy. I don't even need to get my ruler. If we just come up green up to there, that's 30 pips for us. Okay, if it moves up to 225, we make 55 pips. But I just want to look to grab some pips right up to there. And then I judge what happens at this red line and see if it can continue to go to the next area. But this is kind of like my scalp zone to continue to look for buys if it breaks above there. Okay, so I like to add EMAs as well. We're right above the EMA 9. Where's the 200? The 200 is all the way up here at 335. It might be coming down into our red box, and maybe our lower time frames are going to come up there. Okay, we'll see. But right now, what we got to do for US30 is maybe try and get some volume to maybe push and close above that purple line. We're not there yet. Okay, and then where could US30 on the 5 minutes consolidate? It could possibly consolidate right in our little area that we've already identified from the red and the green box, maybe inside there. If it trades inside here, I let it continue to accumulate in here. I look for something maybe below here, or I look for something above here. If it just wants to trade inside, I let it accumulate. Okay, okay, guys. Sorry for the long analysis, but this is US30, and I love trading US30, so I take my time with it. Hopefully, you guys learned something with that analysis, that top down. Hopefully, maybe it can help you guys trading into London and New York tomorrow. In Zoom chat, there's the TradingView link I just provided. If you guys can see it right there. Prashant, what was the big reason for the big drop today? There was news coming out of China. Also, the 30-year and 10-year bonds were down 0.8%. So maybe that's what kind of triggered the move. But there was news coming out of China, you know. So, but you know, maybe the market was just waiting for an excuse to come down. Okay, we saw it was completely overbought for a long time. So all the market needs is a little excuse, and the supplier who's been absorbing it for multiple days now has all of the liquidity absorbed and just has to redistribute it with some news in the market and can drop it. Okay. Okay, so that's, guys, we're going to leave US30 to the left of the chart. Let's get into USDJPY now. So for all the Forex traders, this is a fantastic pair to look at during the Tokyo session. Why? Because we have a JPY. We're trading to do with the yen. So I'm telling you guys, this week I've been watching USDJPY from Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday all week, and it's trading really nice. Okay, for scalping, for intraday trades, whatever you want. So it's moving really nice. So let's do a little bit of analysis, continuing from yesterday. So we were talking about yesterday, it's making lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows. We had 3 green candles come back up. They pinned it, they're pushing it right back down. And look at today's candle. It's an ignited bearish daily candle open. Okay, so following day we came up green. That's a lower high. Pushed it down into 50% of the body, guys. Okay, so you can see the 50% rule. It doesn't matter what security we're trading. We can look at USDJPY. We can look at GJ. We can look at GU, we can look at gold, we can look at oil, we can look at Dow Jones, we can look at Nasdaq, we can look at S&P, we can look at trading corn, we can trade soft lumber, we can trade the peso, we can trade whatever, the Turkish lira. Like, I do not care what we're trading. Honestly, I don't care. 50% is a psychological level. Carlos, if you want to trade tortillas, we can trade tortillas tonight. I don't care. And I'm very hungry. I would love some chicken fajitas right now. Some tortillas. It would be perfect. I could eat 50% of the tortillas, Carlos. I will eat one half, you eat the other half. That is to explain the 50% rule with food, guys. I will eat half of the food and you guys can eat the other half. Okay, so it doesn't matter what we're trading. We can trade tortillas tonight, and I will eat half, and I'll leave half for you guys. Okay, there's going to be a transaction that's going to happen at the 50% level of the tortilla. You'll see me eat half, and you guys get the other half. Okay, the markets too, they do that as well. So they came down halfway point, and we came right back up, and we closed there. Now, is there a gap up, gap down, how there was with US30? No. Look at how we opened up. Right at the high. Did we come up and test 50% of this red candle? The answer is no. Okay, so let's get started. What is our high of the day? Purple line right up here, 143.50, 57. Let's go purple, and let's call this magic purple line the high of the day. Okay, and I know some of you guys are high as well today, but this is not that type of high. This is the high of the day price action wise. But I know some of you guys are high as well. I support that, okay? So it's all good. You know, it's all good. If you do that, that's great. Coming down now. What happened when we got up here? Okay? It was red, 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 and we took out that critical 50% level. So this level, guys, look at even with Forex. Are we close to 143.25? I'm off by 1 pipette. Okay, look at it, guys. Remember we were talking about those those quarter moves. Look at how it works with Forex as well. Okay, you guys can literally be your own market makers. Okay, just by understanding and learning price action. It's once you get this, it's very, very easy, guys. I'm telling you, my 7-year-old daughter, she is a better trader than me. She's better at risk management. Okay, she trades. We trade Skittles every single day. And she has more Skittles than me at the end of the day. So, like you can tell, I have no risk management when it comes to Skittles. I eat them all. She's really good with it. So, these levels, I tell her, if I eat half of the Skittles, she knows. So, she's learning 50% levels. Right there, we came down. Now, this is going to be a point of interest for us tonight. Okay, look at 143.25. We got solid numbers that match our analysis for psychological levels. We've got it matched up with a wick. We've got it matched up. Look at the volume right now, open to where we are right now. That's about half of it. So let's call this yellow line a critical, or whatever you want to call it. We'll stay consistent, daily resistance. The reason why it's resistance is our volume is below us right now. Daily resistance, POI, point of interest. Okay, and we came and we pushed all the way down to our low of the day, right there, our wick. And look at how conveniently our wick is close to these two bodies right over here. So what we're going to do is draw a purple line at our low wick. And I like the number 142.80. So we go purple and we call this the low of the day. Guys, I love doing analysis. I used to do this by myself. Like right now, when the kids go to sleep, I would come in right now and I don't do like three, four, or five charts. I stick with US30, I stick with gold. I might put USDJPY in the mix now too. But this is what I do. I take my time, I put a little music on, I relax, I do my charting, and then I go to sleep, and then I either wake up for London, wake up for New York, and I've got my grid, I've got my map, I've got my GPS all ready to go, and I just follow the volume where it wants to go. It's kind of like a GPS. It goes to its destination, and I kind of go with the volume. And I'm either buying or I'm selling with the market wherever it wants to go. Okay, I can either be a bull, I can be a bear, but I've learned my lesson that pigs get slaughtered. So one thing I've learned over the years is I'm not a greedy pig anymore. Okay, so I hope you guys are not greedy pigs either, because if you are, you will get humbled by these markets. It doesn't matter if you're up $2,000, it doesn't matter if you're up 10,000, it doesn't matter if you're up 100,000. I've seen guys be up $1 million, and guess what? They have nothing to show for it. Guys, this is a really honest statement. I know some people that have made over a million, seven figures in the markets, and they have nothing to show for it right now. Okay, this was back in 2020, and they made over seven figures, and I still am in contact with them and ask them how they're doing, and they say, Ron, I have nothing to show for from making seven figures. Why? Because they tried to make $10 million after they made their first million, and they completely over leveraged that $1 million, and one day it all disappeared. Okay, so I'm telling you, these markets, guys, they don't give a shit how much money you have, they don't care how much you know. These markets are bigger and badder than us. Okay, so get in, get your daily goal, and get out of these markets, guys. Treat it like a business. Casino is Las Vegas. We'll all go to Las Vegas together and we'll all party in Las Vegas. But for now, when we're trading together, we trade together like it's our business. Okay? You have to be very disciplined with this stuff. And if you don't, you're going to make some mistakes. Okay? Trev Beats, have a good night. Thank you for joining, bro. I know it's UK time. It's late for you guys. It's like 3-4 a.m. for you guys. I appreciate you, bro. Thank you for joining. Next week we'll do during the holidays we'll do more New York sessions. We'll do either Wall Street or we'll do like 1 p.m. Eastern. So we'll switch it up a little bit because I know it's late for you guys. But I appreciate you joining on. Okay, so thank you guys. Okay, so let's continue to follow our move. So we came down to the low of the day. We found our bottom, and it's coming right back up. Now, if we continue with this bearish body and it comes back down to the low of the day and it breaks going into London or going into New York, where could we go down? So what I look for is, guys, guess what I'm looking at? Okay? Do you guys know what I'm looking at? I'm looking at this green bar, and I'm looking about 50% of it right there. And then there's a wick. So what I can do is I can match it up right exactly with that wick, and I'm still almost at the halfway point. Okay, almost. I said almost. Okay, someone's going to say, Ron, that's not exactly 50%. I understand it's not. It's never going to be 100% correct, but I also look at the number 142.45. I'm close to 142.50. I'm touching that wick right there. So I could even touch that wick right there, maybe two wicks. Can I touch two? Right there. Yeah, see how it's 48 now? Maybe I just prop it up a little bit to 150. Perfect. So I got that wick. I almost got that one, but I like that psychological number, 142.50. I changed this from purple to yellow to put it as another critical daily level, but it won't be resistance now. This will be a critical support level. Why? Because I got bullish green volume below me and I got bullish green volume below me. So here I got to give the benefit of the doubt, if it ever comes down here, that this could be a support level. So what I do is, again, let's go to our settings and let's call this our daily support POI. Okay, this is our floor, the floor in the house. This is our ceiling in the house. This is our floor in the house. When it comes down here, we see what happens. Now what I do is I give, again, benefit of the doubt that if it comes down there, the buyers could be waiting. Where could they be waiting? I measure the wick where it did come down in there in the past, and that's the size of my zone. Okay, so you know when someone asks me, Ron, how big is the green box you use? You see what I did? I just went to the yellow critical area and I brought it down to that low where it came down and it stopped right there. And we still have that green volume in the market. That green volume, we've got that higher low and that higher low. So that's my green zone. I bring it across, and then I see how the market will react if it ever does come in there. So what could happen is we got this green move. We're coming down red. It may come into that green box and perform a higher low right there and maybe continue to shoot back up here. But we look to see if it will break and continue to go, or that could be kind of like the double top and then it gets rejected again, and this green box is our neckline, and then all of a sudden it comes down with more supply. We actually now close below here. We come back up, we flip this red, and guess what? Sellers are bringing it down. They're taking out that low and that low, and this security can start dropping down into here. Okay, so that's and I wait for it. I don't know when it's going to come and break down here. It might not ever come down here, but in case it does, again, you want to be ready for the move. If we prepare, you're ready. If you fail to prepare, you're not going to be ready. You're going to miss out on some moves. And then you're going to say, oh shit, I missed out on that. But if you, like even up here, I'm looking to where I can place my red box. Okay, so where I can place my red box is, look at guys, like there is some critical levels above us. If we turn up green and we go back up, right there, see those two daily bodies? Yellow line. Okay, and guys, look at this. There's a body and a wick. Okay, we got 3 touches, and 2 of them are critical bodies. Now, see the big red candle that came down Wednesday, December 13? This was FOMC. Look at the open, look at the close. Is that approximately half of it, 50%? You guys tell me. I smoked a big joint. You guys tell me. Okay, my eyes are a little red right now. But do you guys, is that about half per shot? Yeah, it is. Then what do? Let's do this. So remember what we learned. Where am I going to place my red box now? Who knows? I'm going to, guys, come on, let's make this interactive. I'm going to go the yellow line to those bodies right there, right? And I'm not going to use green because the volume is below. There's my red box. There it is there. And let's bring this across. Okay, so now you see, guys, I'm locating my blocks in the market. Just like over here, we're looking at Bookmap. See the big red block up here, sitting up here? It's pending in the market. I'm trying to figure out where my pending orders are sitting in the market, and they're probably right up there, right below that 144.100 psychological level. So if we do come back up, like if it comes down, maybe comes back up, that could be that get in that big red zone, and a big seller is waiting there to absorb and then continues to push it down and then break here, and it could be dropping. But if the buyers maybe push and close it above there, then we're having a different conversation. Then our conversation is it came into there, but there's no guarantee that that's going to be a red box. It could break. It broke out there impulsively, but no volume closed above. What happens if we get a green candle close above? We flip this for 144.100 support. We make this red box green. Maybe it's going to flip the book, and then all of a sudden this is a bullish move coming back up here. So anything can happen up there, but I want to be ready for whatever happens. Okay, so we've got some nice critical levels. If we continue to break the green box, there's my next drop where it could go to, and yellow line right there, and we're all good. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is overall sellers are in control. Lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, and now we're coming right back down. But the last week we've got a higher low, bullish ignited, higher low. So we got to give a little bit of a benefit to the guys, to these candles coming up, that maybe the buyers will step in here. A ZG, is this guy legit? I never see him take trades, no matter when you scroll the winners. No, I don't trade too much in the Tokyo session. Okay, I educate in Tokyo, and I'm as legit as it gets. Okay, and if you don't believe that I'm legit, you then don't come on the channel. I don't need you here. Okay, I don't have anything to prove to you. I'm not here to prove anything to you. If you don't believe I trade, that's fine by me. I'm all good. You know, my life is good, whether you believe I trade or not. Okay, I come on here to actually help people, like from my heart. But if you don't believe I trade, I don't really give a shit. I still my life is good, bro. Okay, so if you don't believe I'm trading, no worries. Okay, carry on. Go find another YouTuber. Okay, let's get back to what's going on here. Okay, so we're coming down to the low of the day and coming right back up. Okay, and let's go now break it down to the hourly. Okay, so how are we doing on the hourly? See the hourly, we're holding that daily resistance. It held here, came back, held. They dropped it right down in here, but then it came right back up, volume closing above. We held this area over here, and we had our first red candle close below right now, right over here at 8 p.m. futures market. This is when the futures market opens up. Okay, and it comes down. We came back up, lower high, lower low. Now we're starting to consolidate. So myself now, for an hourly area, I want to concentrate right below this yellow line. If these hourly bodies, hourly volume comes back up here, maybe it's going to get rejected and go back down. Okay, so we got to pay attention to that critical yellow line if the hourly ever gets back up there. Now what I start to do is I look at the picture inside here. Do we have any hourly pivot points? I do see an hourly pivot in the market right here. Okay, so where I'm looking is right here. I've got a body, a wick, a body to body, and lots of bodies right there. And we're currently trading right at that line right now. Okay, so remember what I do for hourly. I change the color of the line to white. Okay, and I'll also write on it. But let's see if the volume is above or below current white line. Okay, we're right at it. Okay, so we're right at it. So I'm just going to call it an hourly. We came up and then it pushed down. So for now, there's still 36 minutes to go. Lots of time. The volume is below. What I'm going to call this white line right now is going to be hourly resistance. Okay, because the volume is currently below it. No, there is something wrong with your message. When you call someone that's not legit, if you watch, SST has been live for 4 years straight. If you take your time to watch one of our videos, we've taken live trades for almost every single video in the last 4 years. Then you will see for yourself that we are legit. Okay? So it just takes a little work on your side instead of just coming in here and opening your mouth without knowing what's going on. Okay? Take your time. There's over 800 videos that you can watch on there and you can see. Okay, but thank you for your comment. We appreciate you. But just take your time. Watch one of the videos, and you'll see that we do this day in and day out. But sometimes we want to focus on education, and we trade more in New York when there's better volume to trade. So if you're not here for education, no worries, man. Just go to another channel, or just sit back, relax, and learn something. Okay, so our volume is below us right now. It is making a lower high, lower low, coming. Now we're kind of consolidating right here. Okay, so what I like to do is I kind of look at hourly RSI. We're close to being a little bit oversold. It could still come down in here, but we're bouncing off the low of the day, and we have a new hourly higher low right here being building. Okay, so we still have the sellers in control. We could move up a little bit, but what I'm looking on is, can we get some volume close above the white line? Okay, and let's go to the 5 minutes, and here it is. So now look at our 5-minute structure. You see where we bottomed out, and look at how it came down. Did we come down to 50% of that green candle? I think we did. Okay, right there. See half of that green candle? It came down, back up, came down, back up, came down, back up. You see my bodies now? Now I know where to place my 5-minute green box right there to the bodies and the red line. Okay, remember what we were talking about, what we were learning today. Let's find where we place our box, and it's green, and bring it across. See how we just came down red right into it, and it's going back up. Now, let's bring this across into the future if we ever come back into this. Okay, that's a higher low. You know, when you're looking for those fair value gaps, that's a nice one right there. Came right into 50%, back up. Came back down, back up. But you see now where it's struggling to break and close above? Our white line right up here, hourly resistance. It came up, and then they pushed it right back down. Impulsively broke out, they pushed it back down. Impulsively came back up, they pushed it right back down. So you can see right here, look how many times we've been rejected in this area. That's where our 5-minute resistance is, right here, at the hourly resistance. So what we can do is we can be patient. We can wait and see if we actually get green volume close above there, and maybe retest this, and maybe we're going to push up to this area. Okay, if it pushes back down, we might consolidate where? Inside here, from the red to here. If you want to scalp this zone coming back down, get your ruler and let's measure this. Okay, from right here, red coming down to green, 7.5 pips. Maybe down to the bottom, it's about 9-10 pips. If that's enough for you guys to scalp in here, then you can scalp in here. If that's not enough, then wait for a bigger move. Let the volume accumulate in this zone, and it's going to accumulate regardless. Whether you and I are trading this zone, it's going to accumulate, and we see who accumulates more. Will it be the buyers or will it be the sellers? Okay, so we'll keep this. I also add an EMA. We're currently right at the 9 EMA. We don't have any volume currently closing above the 9 EMA yet. Where's the 200 EMA on this security? The 200 is all the way up here, right below our high of the day. So we're not anywhere near the 200 EMA. If you want to see what the 5-minute RSI is doing, it was a little bit really oversold down here below the 30. That's where we found our low of the day, and it's pushed right back up. We pulled right back up, and we're going to see. So what area on RSI should we be watching? The 50 level, okay? That's your psychological level. RSI oscillates from 0 to 100. So you want to kind of watch this area. See, maybe it will come up to 50 and then go back down, okay? And then this might be where it's a small move coming up and then get rejected and come back down, okay? So what we'll do with USDJPY is we'll keep it right over here. We'll put it to the right, but before I do that, I'll give you guys this chart link in the Zoom chat. Okay guys, so in the Zoom chat there's the TradingView link, and it's right over there. That's USDJPY. I'm going to put it right over here side by side with our US30 we got going on, cooking over here. So everything right now is currently consolidating. You can see the depth of market with US30. It's not the greatest. We're just trading. Let's place a line, like a horizontal line, at our last high right there, and we're kind of hugging the VWAP. So we're just trading. It's accumulating in here. It was kind of like this yesterday, where it was just accumulating. So key areas we're going to watch to see is what happens up here. Yeah, you can scalp coming down if you like, but I would be cautious in this area. And we're getting a little bit of a break right now on USDJPY. So let's see, it's going to close in 5 seconds. Okay, so where did we close? We closed above. Okay, so really quickly, you know, the red box, I'm going to flip it green. We got an ignited bar right out of the gate. So sometimes you got to be quick on these things. You know, look at, like, this is why I like to teach, guys, because so everybody knows what's going on. You see how we closed right near the high of that candle, and this one opened ignited. There's no wick on it, so it's pushing up. What it's trying to do is have enough momentum to take out this high wick right here. See how it's coming up? We just are going to tap right into this. There it goes. Okay, so that's what is an ignited, bullish, no wick, firecracker pop. In New York, I am all over these trades. I love these, especially with US30, because if you get that trade with US30 in New York, 100% you're up 15, 20 pips right now, and you can go to a break even. And guys, that is the same exact setup I look for in New York with this security over here, US30. Wow, USDJPY is something else. This thing, I might have to add this on my favorites list. This thing is phenomenal. Okay, so we came up there with the first bar that closed above, and you guys tell me, okay, I know how to do this. Was there a upper wick on the top of this? No, there is not. So that closed right physically at the highest point of the candle, and look at how the next one opened up. It opened up. Did it come down red to retest the green box or 50% of the green candle? No, it opened ignited. It opened strong. It opened up with big bids, and it just continued to move, take out this previous high, and almost take out this high right there. Okay, I know it might not be a big move for some traders, but remember, if you're a scalper, this is what you should be looking for. And that move was only 5.5 pips. Okay, that's all it is right now currently. We'll watch where and how this thing will close. But again, this is the Tokyo session. If you had this bar, that physical bar with this security over here, US30, that is about a 15 pip candle minimum. And that's where you can pip and dip right out of the market. Okay, so if you haven't taken it, because it's fast, everyone just wants to trade and not learn. It's that happens so fast. But some of you guys that know how I trade or how I scalp, you should know I talk about this over and over and over and over. Why it's important if we close near the high, where we close, how the next bar opens, and you might have to make a quick decision on the spot. That's what scalping is. If you're taking your time thinking about what's happening, you still have some more learning to do. Now, have we actually came down to retest this area? No. We broke. It was a nice big bullish candle. But remember, this is a 5-minute candle. We can't judge this entire candle it's still 90 seconds to go. There's still a lot of time left. This could flip and come right back down. And it could be just an impulse candle that broke this high and came up to there. And the sellers are pushing it right back down. So let's see how this bar closes. Will it close like this? This is an inverted hammer. Okay, it opened very strong. It came up. Sellers pushed it right back down, but it might close with this physical body of green volume still holding that ignited bar. But you see, it's not as strong as it would have been if we closed near the high up here. Okay, so there's now 60 seconds to go. One more minute. We can watch it where it closes. Will it close above here, above this red line? What time frame is this? 5 minutes. 5 minutes. The 5 right over here in the watermark. Yeah, Prashant, USDJPY has been really, really good. Luke Carey, you're off to bed. Yeah, sorry, I saw your message, Luke Carey. I was just reading over here. Yeah, I love it. This is educational for those who want to learn or do it on their own. If you want someone to trade for you, it's not the right channel. Yeah, I agree with you. I'm not here to hit your buy or sell button. I'm here to help for the traders that want to learn how to trade. We do signals. We've got an EA. We've got those things. If you guys want those things, SST has those things. But if you really want to learn how to trade, then let's put some work in and let's learn how to trade together. Okay, so now we closed. Look at it. It came back up green. We physically closed above this previous high right here at 2200. Okay, and when that hourly candle opened right over here, we just closed above it. So now, if we retest, we want to see if we can hold this red line and maybe fill the wick. But the size of the wick matters too. If this was a really, really short wick and we opened, we could probably fill the wick quickly and continue to push up. But that wick, we have to come back up and fill and see if we can continue to move. Where's like a red box on the 5 minutes that I would locate? Right up here. There's my bodies, and then I have 1, 2, 3, 4 impulse moves above there. So this is one area of interest that I would maybe look to see if the buyers can push up and transact into that red box, and that would be a really nice like if you're already in the buy and it can physically get all the way up to that red box, that's a nice target. Okay, there's no guarantee that it's going to break out. It might come up to that red box and it might push right back down. Okay, right now look at it, it's going really nice and bullish. We have not retested this point yet. Okay, so when it does come back down, maybe that might be an opportunity to buy if we're not in the buy currently. Okay, that's the patience, that's the discipline game. Okay, it may give us an opportunity later on. Maybe it comes back down, and then that would be an opportunity to buy, and that will be the actual physical retest of this zone. We haven't retested it. It opened bullish, ignited, and went up and closed right there, and continued bullish and go for a new higher high. We have not retested this level yet. So when will it happen? It might come down in the next 5 minutes, 30 minutes, next hour. It may never even come back down here to retest this level. Maybe we got enough momentum, enough volume to test this resistance up here. And it's a really nice W. Look at it. It came down. Okay, that was a liquidity grab, red, green, but there's where most of it stayed. There's our neckline. It came back down right there, performed in that area, physical double bottom. There's our big W, and now it's coming right back up. So we're going to see if we can test this red box. If not, then it may come back down to retest here. And I'm looking for this area to hold with buyers, and maybe they come back in, and then they have enough momentum to break it through here, and maybe we can come up to our yellow daily resistance POI up there, the 143.25 that we marked up. Okay, do you guys have any questions about anything right now? US30 is very, very flat right now. We're not getting anything out of US30, so just USDJPY is moving really nice right now. Victor, do I always expect a retest? I always expect something, you know, I always expect it, but I go by the candles, Victor, individual candles. If it opens ignited and there's no wick, then there's probably not going to be a retest. Then you might have to take that buy, you know, and then just place your stop loss below here and then see how it is if you feel comfortable trading that. If you didn't get it, then let's wait and see if we get an actual retest. Okay, there's always going to be maybe another opportunity to trade. Don't chase. Like if you feel like you missed a move, the worst thing to do is chase and then buy the highs at these like areas of resistance. Because then if you're buying up there, you're buying in supply, and then that's where they'll maybe push it down. Carlos, take it easy, bro. You're moving to a new house tomorrow, 800 miles from here. Take care, bro. Congratulations on today, and get some rest and drive safe, Carlos. We'll talk later tomorrow. Carlos, and be responsible, bro. Okay? You came back. Take care of those accounts. Carlos, I see you. Look at my eyes. I see you, bro. Okay? Don't do anything silly. I don't want to have to come down there to Chile and see you. You see only red in my eyes? Yeah, just like the red candles. Guys, that's a clue, okay? When my eyes are really red, maybe short the market. That's my eyes will be leading indicators. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. Now everyone's going to look at my eyes. We'll call it red eye indicator. Okay, so what's going on? What is USDJPY doing? It's making higher high, a new higher high, higher low, higher low. So it is building. It is building. Thank you, Ralph, for popping in and giving a like. I appreciate you. Thank you. Why 5 minute time frame and not lower? Because we can do whatever time frame you guys want, to tell you the truth. I scalp 1 minute candles, but when you're not ready for it, the majority of traders are not ready for 1 minute candles, and then it causes confusion. It causes impulse moves, So if you want, we can definitely, guys. I like to scalp 1 minute candles more in New York when there's more and more volume. But there's nothing different than what we're doing on the 1 minutes, 5 minutes. Okay, here if you were following the 1 minutes, this was your 1 minute scalp right here. Look, it came up green, it closed right there. Your next 1 minute candle, there it is. There's your big 1 minute body. If you bought it, that whole move was in 1 minute, and then it retraced all the way back down. 1 minutes are going right back up, coming back down, but we're holding this 5 minute level. I love, guys. That's all I do is scalp 1 minute candles, but I like to do it more so in New York when there's bigger moves, so you can get in maybe a 1 minute, 2 minute trade, and you make your 10, 20 pips. Need volume. Victor, in your opinion, do you think the 1 minute candles give you more opportunities to get in earlier? Yeah, absolutely. The lower the time frame, the faster you can get in trades. Like a lot of Victor, how the signals come out on the 15 minutes. Like if you use the 15 minute level, but you go down to the 5 minutes, the 5 minutes will allow you to get in earlier. You might see a 5 minute candle close above a critical area and retest it, and you're already in. And that 15 minute candle might be an impulse 15 minute candle, but you got to wait for that one to close, but you're already in on the fives. So guys, yeah, as you go down to a lower time frame, it can always allow opportunity to get in earlier, but there is also not just positives, there's also disadvantages, because sometimes you'll get in too early and the play is not developed, and then you're gonna get into a little bit of drawdown, and then you're forced to hold a little bit of drawdown. So what I say to that is pick a time frame that you're comfortable trading. Don't pick a time frame what your favorite YouTuber is trading. Pick a comfortable that you're comfortable trading. I know everyone wants to learn 1 minute candles, but 1 minute candles are fast. You got to make fast, snappy decisions. Sometimes you'll go into drawdown. You got to be able to close a trade in a couple minutes. And then you can't turn a 1 minute trade into a half day hold. That's not scalping. So scalping is in and out, in and out, in and out. Sometimes you're in trades for, if you're trading 1 minute, you might be in a trade for 30 seconds. You might be in a trade for 1 minute. You might be in a trade for 2 minutes. And you got to know what you're doing. But everybody, this goes for everybody. Find a time frame that you're comfortable trading. Fives are nice. They're not as fast as ones. They give you a little bit, but some traders don't like trading 5 minute candles either. If you like 15, trade 15. If you like 30, trade the 30s. If you like the hourly, trade hourly. If you like the 4 hours, stick with the 4 hour. They all have the same characteristics. Okay, but the thing is, when it comes to education, I can't sit on a 4 hour candle because our call is only 2 hours. We'll be watching nothing, so we'll just be talking. Here I can actually, on the 5 minutes, we can see more candles open, more candles close. We can see difference. We can see rejections. We can see all of these things. So, and then you guys can ask questions, and then you guys apply this to the time frame that you guys are comfortable trading. I personally only trade 1 and 5s when it comes to scalping. Thank you, Prashant. You're awesome, Prashant. How do you Zadu? How do I place trades that fast? I got fast fingers. Fast fingers. I've trained these fingers for over 20 years. In and out, in and out, in and out. Fast executions. Good broker. But if you guys have hotkeys, you can even get in faster. Hotkeys are really nice. A click of a button, you can close out a trade with a click of a button. You can also program the hotkeys to scale out maybe 50%, 80%, and go to a break even. So yeah, magic keys, hotkeys, whatever you guys want to call them. they really do help. There is software programs also that you can download, and some are free, some are with a fee, but it's all depends on your budget if that's what you're into. If you're a scalper, it is beneficial to have that. How do I like trading the night session? I love it, but it's kind of slow. Like everyone's asking me why have I not taken a trade? Why am I not trading? Because I'm used to New York volume, guys, I love how New York trades. This is like really really slow for me right now. Will we bring back oil in the signal room? We'll bring back everything. It's whatever we see that day. Some days it's gold, some days oil, some days Nasdaq, some days US30, some days Bitcoin. Some days GBP USD. Guys, there's a little bit of everything for everybody. But Neil, we'll definitely look into more crude oil. Absolutely. Okay, so US30 got rejected up here. It still hasn't made it up to that high of the day, so it is coming right back down. We'll see if it continues to build back up. Maybe it will push back down. USDJPY, again, if you're following the candles, it came down, higher low, came down, higher low. So let's see if we can fill that wick and maybe pop right up to that red box. And for you guys, if you guys are in buys, again, hopefully you guys did this. You measured the move up to the red box. It's approximately 10 pips up there. 10, 0. Not 100, but 10 pips. Okay, so, and then a decision might have to be made, because if you look at how hard these green candles are moving, they filled up, could possibly fill up all the way right back up to this area where it got rejected, it got rejected, it got rejected, and then it pushed down. So it could come all the way right back up, and it could get rejected and pushed back down. But this is coming with maybe some momentum. Maybe we will break above this red box and maybe close with some green volume above here. Rafi, you caught that. I'm dropping bars. Some are free, some are with a fee. Yeah. Guys, we freestyle trade and we freestyle on the call too. I was waiting to see if someone picked that up. Some apps are free and some come with a fee. I like it. Rafi, you in Kenya? Am I referring to New York or NYSE? NYSE 9:30 Wall Street market open, but all of New York in general, really nice volume. After Wall Street market open, 10 a.m. is nice to trade. 11 a.m. I like trading 1 p.m. I like trading power hour, the last hour of Wall Street. Oh, sorry, Rafi, Nigeria. My bad, my bad. Shoutouts to Nigeria. Okay, you can see right now, like Bookmap, US30 is not really moving. Guys, if you wanted to see gold, we can take a look at gold. Let's see what gold is doing. Yeah, so see how many times gold has came down to like the VWAP and it's still holding it. So it pushed down, held the VWAP, pushed back up. Came down to the VWAP, back up. Gold got rejected on the 5, Brandon? Yeah. Okay, so we got rejected on USDJPY. It came up, okay, up to here, 143.046. Did it tap into the red box? No, so it's performing a lower high. And now, big red candle coming down to the 90 EMA. Let's see if it comes down to our original area we were talking about, right here. Here it comes down. So let's see if it will come all the way down. This candle just opened. It just opened. That's a very, like if you look at the 1 minutes, that's a big 1 minute candle. Here it is. Look at it. Now it's coming all the way down, right into the green box. So let's see now if we can get a wick coming right back up. This is the actual retest of when it kind of broke out of here. So here it is. How many minutes later? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 minutes later, it's coming back to retest our area. So see how it came up? I know it was not the biggest move, but it was still 8 pips. And then now one bar can completely take out everything. See how you got, look, it's taking out this bar as well. So you got 10, 20, you almost have 30 minutes of bullish momentum and one 5-minute candle elevator coming down. So you know what I mean? Guys, it happens to the best of us. This happens to every single trader. That's why sometimes you might get in a trade. Now you got a decision to make. Are you at a break even? Are you at a where's your stop loss? If you got to be able to manage this, you know? Or if you're not in a trade, we're watching. Like me, I'm not in a trade, so I'm watching to see, is it going to come down? Will it come back up? Is it going to close below here? Am I going to flip this red? Am I going to sell it back down to here? These are all things I'm looking at. It's still a lot of time. Look at 2 minutes and 45 seconds. If you look at the 1 minute candles, the 1 minute pushed, came back up. The 1 minutes are below now. Okay, so kind of down here. If you want to scalp 1 minute candles, maybe you're looking to sell 1 minute candles now below here and place this green box and make it red. I'll do it right now. Like on the 1 minutes. The green box will make it red. And the 1 minute candles might come all the way down here. The green might come up to retest the zone. I like to stay on the 5s on this call. But over here, we now have 2 more minutes to go. So opened ignited red. It was red, red, red. Came all the way down to here, which is tested about maybe 50% of that candle and coming right back up. But let's see where this body will close. Yeah, Prashant, that was the first 1 minute candle that had that big drop. Yeah, right there. The first 1 minute candle. Boom. Okay, now our 1 minute candles are consolidating. Red, green, red, right below this red box right here. That's why it's important to know where to also place a stop loss. Like if you bought that candle, that original one that closed and broke out, then where would your stop loss be? Some traders will place their stop loss below like this green box. So even though it came down like that, you're still live. Okay, yeah, you were up profit, but it came back down. Now look it. Okay, so it came down, but it's coming right back up. So let's see if the physical green volume stays above this level. We got now 35 seconds to go. So let's watch this thing. See, sometimes it's okay to be on the sidelines and watch. Okay, look at where the volume is. It's right again at that critical area. Okay, it made a move where it came all the way down there, but it picked up the bids, and now it could close exactly right there. We'll see the next candle. Will it be a green bar open? Will it come back down red? Maybe make a higher low and come back up? Okay, if it closes above here again, we're closing above that supporting level. We flip the red box, we make it green again. Okay, there's the close. Okay, so we're right there. We're closed above it. So the red turned to green. And let's see now if we can build like a green candle right here. Or will it come down and then pick up a higher low and come back up with a wick? Can it flip and turn green? You gotta be fast and gotta be ready for it. And we're 5 minutes away from a new hourly candle. It's going to be 11 p.m. Eastern. We have a new hourly candle. So sometimes what I like to do is I like to look at the hourly candles. Okay, look at our hourly candle. This hour right now, we opened. and it came down bearish. It broke out that nice bullish move up to there, and then it came back down. And look at where we are. We're coming right back down to where we opened, 142.92. So the hourly volume might stay in this consolidated zone, and it may stay in there and continue to accumulate. Then you're going to have to wait for the next hour to see, again, will the green volume close above that hourly resistance, or will it close below here? Okay, so we've got a lot of indecision on our hourly candle, and it's going to close in 3 minutes. Okay, so I like to follow it on the 5s. See how it opened ignited red. I was looking for it to be green right here to maybe come back up, but it's ignited red. So no buy. Now it's coming right back down. So I see one more time. It's testing the previous low. Is it going to be tweezer bottoms? It did technically create a lower low, but maybe it's going to come back up again. Then it comes up with more bids at the next hour. Then maybe the hourly candle might be green coming back above there. So we got 3 more minutes to go. Yeah, Rafi, you're correct. Always mind the higher time frame candle. Yeah. It's we give more respect to the higher time frames. Like the small ones are fine, like that you can get in buys, sells, but the overall, look here, this is coming from an overall higher time frame. Sellers are in control. Okay, it's nice. The buyers are building right here, and they're building right here, but they didn't have enough to even take out that previous high right here. So sellers will step right back in and bring it down. Now it could be forming like a M pattern. Look at it now. So if we go with our selling bias, it came up there, came back down. There's our neckline. Came back up, lower high from over here, lower high, and now it's coming back down red. Here's our neckline, the green box. If it comes down there this hour, comes down, closes below there, come back up, we make this one green to red, gets rejected, guess what? That's the purple low of the day. UJ could break down and come all the way back down to here. Okay, so that's possible moves. When will it happen? I don't know, but that's what I would be watching if I'm trading UJ. I would be watching closely to see where it's what it will move to. Will it move down to here, or will it come back up for a buy? And if it comes back up, I could be looking again to buy that static area, the hourly resistance to support this thing. If I look to sell, I could put an alert down here to look to sell down here. If it's going to trade inside this neutral box, I let it accumulate in there. Okay, we're smart. We know that UJ is not just going to trade in here all night. We know that it's going to make an attempt to try and take out that high, or it's going to make an attempt to take out that low of the day and push down there. If you know that, then just wait. You know, that's all that trading is. Trading is just waiting. You know, some of the most successful traders, guys, believe it or not, they're not better traders than you. They're just more patient than you. That's the only difference. From top traders to traders who are struggling is traders, some struggling traders, they want to trade everything. I can see it when I come on the call. Everyone's like, Ron, why are we not in trade? Ron, why are we not trading? Ron, what are you buying? Ron, where are you selling? I could just be waiting for an opportunity. Doesn't mean I have to trade every single candle, because if we traded this, for example, and I'm just being honest, because normally I do take this trade. If I bought this and it only came up, let's measure it so there's no surprises. It came up, what, 8 pips did we say? 8.5. Okay. How many of you guys would have actually taken out profit at 8.5 pips? Probably not a lot of you guys. And then it comes all the way back down, and you would be in drawdown right now. Okay, so that's why sometimes when we're scalping, like, I know what to look for in the markets. Do you guys know what to look for? And then you would be in drawdown right now, and then I would probably have said, guys, I've scaled out up there. You know, I'm happy with that. 8 pips minus half pip spread. You could still, but that's what scalping is. You got to make snappy decisions. Some of you guys want more than 8.5. You want 18.5. Some of you guys want 28.5. I know, I want that too. But sometimes the market only gives you 8, 9, 10 pips, and that's it. You got to make a decision. Okay, guys. So I would love to stay longer with you guys, but you guys can probably tell I'm super exhausted today. I was gonna cancel tonight's call and relax a little bit, but I said, you know what, I'm gonna get on here. It's been an amazing week with you guys in Tokyo. We got to get back on here and we got to continue learning. So we'll be back tomorrow again, guys. Tomorrow's Thursday, same time. We'll come back 9 p.m. to 11. We've got, guys, if you want to join the team, we've got Shahab in London getting started at 2:30 a.m. and he goes till about 5:30 a.m. Then Dave comes in for Wall Street and pre-market, and then PK is post Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, and some Asian sessions, and then I come in and we're doing Tokyo. Next week we're gonna do more New York, and also Friday, guys. We'll do a bonus session on Friday. I don't know if it's gonna be 1 p.m. Eastern or earlier, but Friday, guys, we're gonna do a New York session together. We'll come in for that. So just hit the notifications and subscribe to the channel if you guys like the channel. If you guys like the content you guys are getting, if you guys like the education, then we can actually hit up the New York markets, put everything that we've been learning, put it into the markets for New York. Okay, and Tony, I appreciate you, bro. You're awesome. Congratulations to all your success. Jay Robertson, I appreciate you, man. Thank you for tuning in. I'd like to see you shine too. Just everybody doing everything. Prashant, thank you for everything, man. Guys, everybody that's helping, like from Zoom to YouTube, going on there, encouraging the likes, talking, guys, you guys are amazing. Like you don't have to do that. Don't feel obligated to do that. Concentrate on your charts. Concentrate on the trading. Let me do all of that stuff. I'll do all of that. I want you guys to be focused on the charts and the candles. But you guys are awesome. Thank you guys for doing it. It doesn't go unnoticed. Believe me, I see you guys, and I really, really, really do appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. It really does help. And you guys shows how good of people you guys are, so thank you for everything. But guys, let's all get some rest and let's relax. Keep these areas on your charts. Like always look for maybe a potential buy opportunity up here or to sell the red zone. Always look for maybe a buying opportunity at this green box. Unless we break and we close below, maybe UJ is going to try and take out that low of the day down here. Okay. And US30 is just a mess right now. Stay away from US30. Stay away from the indices right now. Maybe we got to wait to go into more pre-London, and maybe we'll start to get some better volume. Okay, guys? Thank you, Hurst. You're awesome too. Thank you for everything, guys. Yeah, sorry you came in late. I'd stay later, but I'm very exhausted today. I gotta go get some sleep. But thank you, guys. Appreciate all of you guys. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for subscribing. If you guys want to join the team, stocksnipertrading.com. Hit up that Telegram link it's pinned at the top of the YouTube channel. It's got all of our links in there, all of the social media, everything that you guys need. And guys, let's finish this year off strong. We only have a couple more weeks to go. The markets that will be closed and we won't be trading are both the Mondays. So Monday, obviously Christmas Day, December 25, all of the banks are closed. SST will take a day off, and New Year's Day also. January 1st is a Monday. All the banks will be closed, and that will be our day off too for SST. But the Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday of those weeks, we'll be right back digging into the markets. We'll do more New York sessions together, and we'll see how the markets move the last couple weeks, closing out 2023, guys. And hopefully you guys have big goals, big dreams for 2024. Stay focused, and let's make 2024 the best year possible for everybody. Okay, stay blessed, everybody. God bless you guys, and get some rest, and see you guys tomorrow. Thank you, Rafi. Frankie, take your time to get that 0.5%, bro. No rush, and let us know when you hit it. Okay, but take your time with that. And that goes for everybody on the call. Patience, discipline. The markets reward the patience. Okay, don't make impulsive decisions, and don't over leverage, guys. Okay, I've done a lot of talks with a lot of traders. One of the biggest like mistakes, or they say if I could change it, what would I do, is just the over leveraging. Pick a certain size, lot size that you're comfortable trading, that you're not going to panic when you're in a trade. It's not going to be the end of the world if you lose one trade. You're over leveraging. Okay, stop that and fix the lot sizing. Once you do that, then you'll become a better trader right away. Okay, but thank you guys. Have a good night, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. Same time, 9 p.m. tomorrow.
Hey guys, good morning, welcome to the live session of Stock Sniper Trading. My name is Dave, guys, my partner is Ron. Let's get down to business here, guys.
In on US30, sell, okay? I'm jumping in. Guys, that's a 100 pip drop. Yes, we caught it. Hey, guys, 200 pips, please, secure.
As a trader, we all look for tight or low spreads, which helps us to get in and out of the market. Using the right broker can help us try different strategies. With multiple options of brokers on the web, here at Stock Sniper Trading, we have a recommended broker, that is, HankoTrade. With spreads as low as 0 pips and leverage up to 500x, HankoTrade is just one click away. With multiple account types to choose from, you also have a minimum deposit of $10. Using HankoTrade's affiliate program, refer a friend and earn up to a 40% commission on trading volume. Built by traders, for traders. HankoTrade.